Come make homemade pizza with me. To start, we're going to take a large glass mixing bowl and put about 2.5 cups of warm water inside. As you can see, the temperature should be 110 degrees Fahrenheit or 43 degrees Celsius. Then I'm going to measure out about 1 teaspoon or 4 grams of active dry yeast. Then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon or 12 grams of white granulated sugar and give it a stir. We're doing this step just to make sure our yeast is alive. If it moves or does anything after this, you know it's blooming and alive. Now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. I like a mild tasting olive oil myself. Next we're going to add 5 cups or 620 grams of bread flour, and it is important to use bread flour for pizza. Next we add 1 tablespoon or 18 grams of table salt. Then we mix our dough with a rubber spatula to get it started. It's going to be very wet and very sticky. I knead the dough directly in the bowl and add a little flour as I go to make sure it's still workable. We're going to knead the dough for 5 minutes, let it rest for 5 minutes, and then knead it again for 5 minutes. After 10 minutes, I'm going to pick up the dough and try stretching it with my fingers. If it stretches and doesn't tear, it's done. Next, we're going to use our scale and see how much our dough weighs because we need to split it in half equally. I divide the dough balls in half again because this recipe makes 4 pizza crusts. Then I take 4 small bowls with a little olive oil in each one and cover the dough balls completely with oil. Next, we're going to let these proof in the oven without the oven on for about an hour. Then I cover them with plastic, let them proof for another couple hours, and then throw them in the fridge. The dough is good in the fridge for about a week, and you really should wait at least 24 hours before making the pizza. We're going to pour a couple tablespoons or so of extra virgin olive oil in a 12-inch cast iron skillet. I'm going to season this oil with a little salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and a little basil. Then I spread the oil all over the inside surface of the pan. Next, I take one of my homemade dough balls and spread that in the bottom of the pan evenly. Next, I take my favorite store-bought pizza sauce and put a generous amount. Now I sprinkle on some Parmesan cheese. Now I sprinkle on some low-moisture mozzarella made with whole milk. We're going to sprinkle a little more Parmesan cheese. Now for the pepperoni. I like to microwave my pepperoni for about 20 seconds and then dab the extra grease with a paper towel. We take our pizza to the stovetop, turn on medium heat, and brown the bottom for about 3 minutes. Then I bake it in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 204 degrees Celsius for about 15 to 17 minutes or until the cheese is golden brown. And there we go. There's my homemade pepperoni pizza made in a cast iron skillet. If you watch this video all the way through and you enjoy this type of content, please check out my cooking channel at Recipes with Jay on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.